So, like, if you're like me, you're already wondering where is all of this going to like end up, okay? What's going to happen? Is Regina Daniels, is she really like done with Ned Wonko? Or is there like a magic number? Is there like a magical phrase? Is there like a magical promise that Pa Ned Wonko needs to make to Regina to get her to come back? That's the question I'm asking. Okay. Because so far, baby girl is living her best life. Okay. Baby girl is just posting all these peppered and pictures on Instagram and she look really, really fine. You know, and I see a bunch of people in the comments shaming her or even accusing her of photoshopping. I don't necessarily think that she's photoshopping a lot. Maybe, I don't know, the smoothness, I don't know. Maybe she's filtering a little bit. But as far as her figure is concerned, Regina Daniels actually has a really nice figure. And another thing that is not lost on me, yeah, is just the number of people who are running into the comment section to hype and to gas up Leila Sharani, Ned Wonko's wife, the one that is currently the flavor of the month, the one that is currently at home. I see a lot of people, a lot of Nigerians. I don't know if those people are paid actors. I don't know if they really mean what they are saying, but I do see a lot of comments showing support to Leila. Once upon a time, I think a few weeks ago, I even saw somebody says, "Oh, please, Leila, I'm so happy that you're enjoying your husband. Enjoy him well." For me, I cannot help but imagine the level of jealousy that will push some people. There are people who are jealous of Regina, okay? Regardless of what you think about the marriage, because regardless of what you think about the age difference, regardless of what you think about just the situation on its own, regardless of what I think, God knows I don't think much of their relationship. I really think that their relationship is so messed up because she's too young to be involving herself. She's too young for her mother to be involving her in that whole situation. Like, that is where my opinion has been, and it will never change because even right now, 5 years later, Regina is still under 25. Like, make that sink in. 2 children later, Regina is still under 65. And don't let Ned Wonko's football age fool you. The man is no spring chicken. You know what I mean? I have most certainly had my opinion with regards, but I do see that in the comment section, the way that people are just gassing Leila Sharani up, telling her to enjoy her husband. Really, what is there to enjoy? This man has this man has exhausted all energies, use his youth to do what he can do. You know what I mean? So, anyways, what am I saying? Um, Layla and Ned Wonko's daughter, Naya, celebrated ninth birthday. Obviously, it was a big thing, and a bunch of Regina Daniels stepkids were there. But the person that was missing, Regina and her children, were definitely missing from the picture. Now, I'm only going by the pictures that they posted. Perhaps, they were there on some form, but I don't think so. I don't think Regina was there because Regina also did not shout out the little girl, did not say happy birthday to her. So, for sure, even if she made a conscious decision to stay away from the limelight, she still would have shouted the girl out for her 11th birthday, and Regina didn't do that. And that has now brought so many people like questioning what's really going on. Please, guys, as you are coming and as you're watching, can you guys please hit the like button? Thank you so much. Just be smashing the like button as you they come. As you they hot, just they smash the like button. So, as you can see, Pa Ned is there, and Layla is also here, and the birthday girl and Layla's children are all here. I don't know who this Moroccan woman is. Maybe this is Layla's sister, but I know that this is Layla's mother or some type of mother figure or whatever. But this is what Layla posted in honor of her daughter's birthday. She says, "Happy birthday, my darling Naya. Naya, you are a true blessing in my life, and watching you grow into such a beautiful, smart, and kind soul fills my heart with joy. You brighten every moment with love and laughter, and I am so proud of you. May this year bring you happiness, success, and all your heart desires. Keep shining, my love. Mommy loves you always. So, this was what was posted, yeah. And in addition to that, there were pictures, Layla and Naya. And then here's another one of Layla and Paned Wonko. Why does Paned Wonko have that bedroom eyes? When I saw this picture, I was like, is it me or does Paned Wonko is he having like those bedroom eyes? You like, I don't know, maybe it's the flash that is entering his eyes. I don't know. Maybe he and Layla just finished their business. I don't. But one thing that I will say, at least from what I can see, is very obvious that Layla is enjoying. She's enjoying. Looks like this is something that she has wanted for some time. Because I will never go back to what she said when Ned Wonko kicked her out a couple of years ago, refusing her access to her children, and until she says something nice about him and forever just leave social media, which she refused. It is not lost on me because one of the things that she said, Layla, back then was that she's not since Regina came into the picture, um partner Wonko started treating her poorly. So I'm guessing that she's, obviously enjoying all this attention that she's getting from Paned Wonko. Because now, because like I said in my previous video, it doesn't strike me as though Paned Wonko can manage multiple women at a time. It's one thing for you to long for multiple women. It's one thing for you to aspire to have multiple women, to collect them like furnitures or whatever, thinking that you are God's gift to them, thinking that you are taking them out of the street. And I'm not just making this up. These are words that came out of Ned Wonko's mouth. He really believes in his heart that he's doing the world a service by marrying multiple women. So I'm not talking about all of that. I'm talking about, why did I lose my train of thought now? I lost my train of thought. But what was I saying? I was talking about how Ned Wonko cannot necessarily handle multiple women or even two women at a time, as in my opinion has been proven. He doesn't strike me as the kind that can manage two women at a time, because if you look at the way he's doing now, like he has all this attention for Layla. And Layla is obviously enjoying it because this is more attention than she has ever gotten in the past 5 years or so, at least according to her, when she talked about how Ned basically abandoned her when Regina came into the home. You know what I mean? So she's obviously enjoying this. And there's somebody that says something. I think I can't remember who said something the other time when we were talking about this. And the person was like, if I were Regina, because we were talking about how happy Layla seemed to be regarding the whole marriage situation, being the only one standing at this current moment. She seemed really happy. She seemed appreciative of getting Ned Wonko's full undivided attention. So somebody said that if they were Regina Daniels, they would come in for 1 week just to mess with her, and that made me laugh. And then it was so interesting because somebody came later on, somebody that watched it later on in playback came into the comment, and the person was like, that person who said Regina should come in and just and pepper Ned Wonko for 1 week, that person is a bad person or whatever. I was like, hey, God, dude, why are you getting all worked up? Is this not what they signed up for? They signed up to be multiple wives to a philanderer. And now when there is a suggestion that one of them should come and just pepper the other one, you're getting all worked up. Why are you getting all worked up? But anyways, so that was how that situation went the other time. But yeah, Layla is obviously having an amazing time. She's very happy to be the center of attention, and all the things that Regina Daniels used to go with Ned, she's now the one going. For example, let me show you guys something. For example, hold on. So these are the birthday pictures and blah blah blah. So let me show you guys something. So this is Ned and and Layla. They attended. So they attended an event. These events used to be Regina's thing, right? These types of event used to be Regina being the handbag that went everywhere with Ned Wonko, but obviously things have changed, and Regina has like she has said, "See ya, sayonara, see ya. I won't let the doorknob hit me where the good Lord split me." So since that Regina is no longer in the picture for now, Layla has taken on that responsibility, and from what I see, she seemed very, very happy to do it. So this is what she posted. She's like, I joined my husband, Senator Ned Wonko, in his lifelong fight against malaria. Through the Prince Ned Wonko Foundation, we hosted a malaria vaccine workshop to push for local vaccine production and sustainable eradication efforts, with over $20 million personally invested in malaria research and the Malaria Eradication Agency bill. Now in the Senate, we are taking bold steps towards a malaria-free Africa. But we can't do it alone. We need the collective action. Hey, Ned Wonko is now so Ned Wonko is now he now has a charity organization. Hey God, oh, good luck, oh. Now, wow, Ned Wonko, so your money don't dry. $20 million for what? $20 million, my nyash. You want to tell us that your husband invested $20 million for the eradication of malaria? That same man that put his family members in prison because they told him not to steal their land anymore, because they dare challenge him about stealing their land. Is that the same Ned Wonko? The same Ned Wonko that put his family members, the people who allegedly, supposedly rally round him to raise money for him to travel to the UK to go and study, only for him to return and started using the education that he had acquired on account of those people's charity support and whatever to punish and torture them. That's the same Ned that you want me to believe spent 20 million of his own money, not 20 million cedis, so not 20 million Zimbabwean dollars, so 20 million US dollars. The same man who put his family members in prison simply because they asked him to stop stealing their lands and selling their lands. After they had helped him get an education in a foreign land. Hmm. Okay, oh, Layla. You've really spent so much time with Ned. You know how they say when a husband and wife have been married for so long, they start to look alike, they start to think the same way, they start to finish each other's sentence, they start to actually know what each other is thinking. So that's what I see happening here. Anyways, continuing, she said the time to act is now. Let's move beyond talk and make malaria history. So I guess what that means is go and donate your hard-earned money to Ned Wonko's foundation so that he can use the money to marry more more wives and claim to be a Muslim. And because he's a Muslim, his religion allows him to do that. Yeah, you do that. You go and donate money to him. But yeah, that's basically what's going on with Regina. And meanwhile, this is baby girl Regina living her best life, okay? Living her best life. This is what Reggie baby is doing. Reggie is like me. Watch me kill it. Watch me find me another man that is going to like worship the ground that I stand on. Watch me find another man that would treat me better than you ever could, you ever have. So that's basically what Regina is doing right now. Like she is living. Oh, thank you so much, Amma. Thank you, Ama. Thank you for 1,000 stars. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you still here? I'm Mama Gold. Thank you, darling. So he's like, Regina is like, I must say he's old and tired for those kind of stuff. Is seriously, and this is what really grinds my gears. Okay, when it comes to relationship, yeah, this man is only going around marrying all these women that he really cannot take care of. And by take care of, I don't mean financially, I mean sexually, because it is very, very important. Imagine a man as old as this guy over here, knowing that he has wasted his youth. Basically, no, I won't say waste his youth, knowing that he has seen better days. Even his bola has seen better days. Make una no vex, okay? But his bola, his energy, stamina has seen better days. That any woman that is entangling with somebody like this at this current moment is just putting themselves in self-inflicted sex starve situation. And this is what drives some women to go and cheat. This is what drives some women to go and cheat because they marry these men who have multiple wives, and having multiple wives means they are like gonna be spent. They're gonna have to figure out how to maneuver their time to make time for all the wives that they supposedly have. They're gonna figure out a way to do that. You know what I mean? And then, like, once they've passed themselves around before all these women, what then? What then? There is barely enough energy. There will always be one or two or three who are disenfranchised in this kind of relationship. That is just the truth of the matter. Whether you like it or not, it is the truth. There will be multiple women who will be disenfranchised, who will feel like they are not getting enough attention from their husband, who will feel like, the men are not loving them enough, not showing them enough attention. And that can actually drive a woman who maybe, I don't know, I wouldn't even say lack discipline because there's only so much a person can take. That might likely drive them to go and get and seek warmth in the arms of another man. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not here advocating for adultery, infidelity. My principle around this has always been whether you be man or whether you be woman or when a relationship is no longer working for you, get the step in. Don't stick around, don't hang around because you have something to prove, but a lot of people stay because of the financial benefit that they gain, and that's what these men use to tie them down. The financial incentives that they have that causes them to stay in this very unhappy marriage, unhappy relationship. You know what I mean? So there will be a lot of women who will feel so unhappy, so unsatisfied, and some of them might even do something drastic as seeking warmth in the arms of another. Again, I'm not advocating for that, but I'm just saying that there is no smoke without fire. There's a reason why because people want to tackle the woman who is cheating, especially women, because for men, they will always make excuses for men. They will tell you that men are polygamous by nature and blah blah blah. But a woman is supposed to be to put up with everything. Yeah. So I'm not saying that this is okay if a woman goes out to cheat, but I'm just saying that people never want to address the reason why a lot of women cheat. And then even when situations like this happen, you will hear people say, with all the money that he has, all the money that he has, all the money that he gives you, and all the financial support. Hey, you might be able to cry in a Bentley or in a whatever, but when it comes to what your body wants, that's not a chop corn, not a chop fufu, not a chop chicken berry berry, they chop salad, they chop club sandwich, they chop risotto, they chop the most delicious, they chop salt based expensive steak. E get wetin the thing they chop. You know what I mean? And so yeah. So anyways, what was I even saying? I was talking about Ned Wonko and yeah, and Regina Daniels, and I lost my train of thought. Make una no vex. This video is a bit zigzag. It's fine. It's whatever. But what I was saying is that my point in all of this is that I wonder how long Regina Daniels is going to stay out. I wonder if there is a magic word, there is a magic number, there's a magic promise that Ned Wonko needs to make to Regina to get her to come back. So and that remains to be seen, but in the meantime, baby girl seems like she's having the time of her life. She just seems like she's having fun. She seems like she's not ready to come back yet. And it be like say she they pepper Ned Wonko, eh? It be like say she dey pepper Ned. It be like say all this for what she dey do, na to pepper Ned. Oh, that's what I think. Oh, like wait and see me find me a new replacement. Wait and see me catch me another actual billionaire, not somebody that is struggling. Not somebody that is pretending to be a billionaire. Because me personally, Jade, I can only speak for Jade. I personally don't think that Ned Wonko is a billionaire. I don't think so. Maybe he has some money, I'm not disputing that, but not as much as people are giving credit for, and not as much as he has allowed people to believe he has. That's just my take on this. So in the meantime, Layla, enjoy the man until anytime Regina decides that she's tired of me doing Meleske, or until such time as Ned Wonko complies with whatever it is that Regina wants, you know. But in the meantime, baby girl is living her best life, and I don't know if I should say I'm here for it, because I'm still mad that she will even put herself in this situation. She was and still is way better than this man. Way, way, way better. And she wasn't even the kind of person that was struggling, And I mean, yeah, she didn't have I mean, she was doing okay. She didn't need to marry Ned at all. That's the most annoying thing about this. She did not need to marry this man. She could have just moved on with her life and just sort herself out and marry somebody that she actually loves, somebody that they will, build a life together, enjoy each other's youth. Not be Ned where you don't use in youth, stay born somebody old enough to even be her mother. Do you know that Ned Wonko is way, way, way older than Regina Daniels' dad? Way. And I'm not even saying like 10, 15, So, way older, could actually be Ned Wonko's son. Regina Daniels' father could be Ned Wonko's son, you know. So, meaning Regina could very well be Ned Wonko's granddaughter. So for me, I will never move past that. But if she wants to go back to him, I'll be pissed off. But she wants to move on with her life, I wouldn't even say I told you so. Okay. I wouldn't even say, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? I wouldn't even say that if she wants to like move on. Because she's too young. Again, like I said before at the beginning of this live, okay, this girl, even as we speak, after 6 years or however long she's been with Ned, she's still not 25 years old. That tells you how young she was when her mother greedily roped her into this mess that she is in today. She's still not 25, even right now. And Regina is not the kind of person that will say, football age. No, because we saw her, she was a baby. We saw her acting from when she was a baby. So it's not one of those Nollywood actresses that are forever 29. You know what I mean? Forever 25. Sometimes when I see, for example, somebody like Caroline Ekane, Caroline Hutchins, claiming to be 37, I'm like, what are you even talking about? 37, you know? But yeah, we know that's her real age because we saw her grow. We watched her from when she was a baby. You know what I mean? So even as we speak, in spite of everything, she's still not 25 years old. Okay. So that tells you really that she was so incredibly young. And this narrative that they try to push they try to spin it and claim that, oh, it was after she was 18 years old that they started dating because they need to make Ned look good before the international community now in case he has some type of ambition, aspiration. So they need to make it seem as though he wasn't messing with an underage, he wasn't messing with a minor. But I remember, because I've been in the streets long enough, I remember seeing Regina Daniels hopping on and off the PJs that looked like Ned Wonko's PJ. And I'm not saying that that was Ned Wonko's private jet. That's not what I'm saying. But I remember even when she was like around 16 years old, when she'd be flying in PJs and flying in PJs, and then all of a sudden she became pregnant, even like, and then all of a sudden it was so convenient that she became pregnant at 18 years old and married Ned at 18 years old. So that's just something that I am thinking about, and I want you guys to really think about on your own. Cause yeah, cause to me, I don't know. I don't know. She's so young, and the mother that would do this to a young girl like that is like the mom wanted to live vicariously through Regina. And that is, even the brainwashing goes deep when you see Till Tomorrow how Regina still worships her mom. And I know you're supposed to love your mom, you're supposed to honor your father and your mother so that your days on earth may be long, but at the same time, this woman really hasn't steered her daughter in the right direction, in my opinion, as an outsider looking in. She hasn't really done that. So when I see her Till Tomorrow, still, worshipping the ground that her mother walks on, Regina, speaking so highly of her mother, again, obviously, 100%, I approve that. She's your mom, you know. But it does make me wonder if Regina has actually learned anything from this, or if she's going to repeat the same mistake, if she's going to allow her mom to drag her into another similar situation, or maybe there is something going on, privately that is not being brought to light, which is also good. I appreciate that. I can appreciate that. I'm an advocate for people keeping their private matter private, but if you choose to bring it out to social media, guess who's going to be talking about it? Moi. Okay. So is Amma here? Amma, where are you? Daphne says, sorry, Dimple Brown says, and she's doing the damn thing. She really is, because and that's a sad thing. She never needed this man. She never needed Ned Wonko. Like, if we're talking about a situation where somebody is poor, comes from poverty, and one rich guy or pseudo rich guy or fake rich man approaches them and offer them something that they don't even have, that I can actually understand. But in this scenario, Regina does not need anything. She was on the right track. All she needed to do was to just keep being on the right track. The fact that her mom had already been in Nollywood for a while brought her to Nollywood, and she started off very young, in my opinion, meant that the sky was the limit for her. She would have done so well. because she was already in the industry. You know what I mean? And I think her mom actually protected her in that regard in the industry, because that industry, that Nollywood industry, is very, very volatile. Okay, very exploitative. They take advantage of gullible people or people that are desperate. But I think her mom being in the industry actually helped Regina to, to avoid those types of exploitation. You know what I mean? So she was already on the path. She could have just stayed and just excelled. And then she went and listened to whoever it was that she listened to and married this man that really, to me, he's the one that benefited more from this marriage than Regina did. Because Regina is the moment, Regina has the clout, Regina is incredibly popular, and Ned needed her to launch his political career. The same reason why he always frolic around Nollywood celebrities and just celebrities in general. But I guess at some point he realized that, you know what, in order for me to really be successful, I need to find somebody that would really dedicate time to making me popular. And the only way that can happen is if this person is connected to me by way of marriage. And I think that's how Regina got into Ned. The key used her. I have no shred of doubt in my mind that Ned won't use Regina. And he's still continuing to use. And he understands her popularity. He understands how relevant she still is, even till today. And that's the reason why he's still putting on the charade. That's the reason why he's celebrating her whenever she wins something, whenever, she's awarded something, because she wants to keep putting this narrative that, oh, my marriage is intact. We are good. Also, ego, because he doesn't want to come across as somebody who cannot manage his home. Now, because part of the prerequisite in deciding or in making a case for your ability to marry multiple wives is that you can manage them. You don't want there to be stories every now and then of your wives leaving you. This one leaves you, that one leaves you, this one kicked out. You don't want that. It makes you look weak. It makes you look as though you're not ready. It makes you look as though you are biting more than you can chew. So he doesn't want that. And so he needs to keep his image intact. The image of I can manage multiple wives at a time. Because people are also, even in the political realm, people are also going to be wondering, like, what kind of a man is this? A man that cannot even keep his home intact. Are you going to manage your constituents or whatever? So all those things are why Ned is still playing along, why Ned is still acting as if everything is hunky-dory in his marriage, even though it isn't. Like, Regina didn't even care enough to, like, wish Naya a happy birthday, but just 2 weeks ago, Regina attended Tonto DK's son's birthday. You know what I mean? So the math is not mathing. The math is not mathing at all. But I'm here for it because my own thing has always been using every single situation as a lesson. We need to teach others. I always say it here that bad things don't have to happen to you before you can learn, because you are only one person. Sometimes the kind of bad things that happen to some people, they don't even survive it. But when you're looking at everything going on and you're drawing inspiration from those things and you're drawing lessons from those things, you know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, my people, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Somebody says, good evening, Judge. Hi, Sally Good News. Good evening as well. Um, Sally Good News says, yeah, she'll be 25 October this year. The mother got no shame. She doesn't. She doesn't. She hasn't said a word. I think they are still keeping their cool. Maybe something will happen that will drive them to the point where they will really let the gloves out. And I think The mama, hey gosh. By the time when the Regina Daniels mama will start to dey talk, I think Ned Nwoko is somehow scared of that. Cause like you said, the mama no get shame at all. No shame. So by the time she start talking, yeah, they go no, they go hear we. Ned, Ned go hear we. But yeah, I think for whatever reason they are keeping calm right now. I think maybe what might trigger them to say something is if Ned tries to keep Regina's children, because that's what he does. That is the control mechanism that he always uses. He did the same thing to Layla Sharani, refusing Layla to take her kids, which really was the reason why Layla came back. Otherwise Layla would have stayed. But they wouldn't let her see her kid, they wouldn't let her take a kid. So I think if Ned tries the same nonsense with Regina, I think that's when Regina Mama will come out and go guns blazing on the whole situation. But again, everything is a life lesson. So we are all here to learn from life. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Please hit the like button and also share this video if you care. Thank you so much. I'll catch you later. Thank you so much, Amma. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate you. Bye, guys.